So while the lottery can say, well, we give it for schools, the state says, yeah, you gave it to schools, but they're not adding to the educational budget to make it a better budget for schools. And that's what's going to happen with this sports betting.
Okay,
they're going to say it goes there.
Sheila,
Is Sheila on? She said she was having a problem. Did Sheila get on?
She did not.
Okay, she said she's having a problem. Boom. Try it
Oh,
again.
we're recording, so I guess I can't say anything
That's
about
right.
whatever.
Mhm.
But the
But check-
union actually AFL-CIO is against Amendment 2.
They came.
Okay.
It's because it's not a guarantee. It's not a guarantee that the money will go.
Is there? Yeah, we have
It's
It's not a guarantee that the money will go
Yeah.
to schools.
Oh, yeah, okay.
So we have 6.
All right, we have 6. So we're gonna call this meeting to order. It's the 21st of October at approximately 4:45. The Public School Retirement System of the City of St. Louis, the Board of Trustees meeting. And our first order of business is to call the roll.
Angela Banks. Christina Bennett.
Present.
Louis Cross.
Present.
Sheila Goodwin. Emily Hubbard.
Present.
Shanice Johnson. Yvette Levy. Martell Mann.
Present.
Bobby Richardson. Albert Sanders.
President.
Morris Walker.
Here.
All right, so we do have 6, so we do have a quorum.
We have a quorum, 6. Okay, next order of business, approval of minutes of the last meeting, tab 1, Board of Trustees, regular meeting, August 12th.
Do I have to be on the same? No, that's not a meeting.
August the 12th, 2024. Can I have a motion to accept those minutes? Is there a motion to accept the minutes of the August 12th, 2024 meeting?
I make a motion to accept the minutes from the August the 12th, 2024 meeting.
Is there a second?
Bennett, second.
Okay. Any questions, comments, or concerns? Questions, comments, or concerns? Okay, we're gonna do a roll call? Okay, all in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Nays? Okay, it passes. Okay, then we're gonna, reading of communications to the Board of Trustees. Sue, do we have any?
I don't have any.
Okay, we don't, and that being said, we don't have any presentation by interested parties.
That's right.
We have anybody?
No. I do not.
Okay, Sue, nothing there. Okay, consent agenda, approval of retirements and benefits, September and October of 2024. I'm sorry, October and September and October of 2024. Is there a motion to approve those benefits?
I make a motion to approve the retirement benefits for September and October 2024.
Is there a second? Is there a second?
Bennett, second.
Okay. Any questions, comments, or concerns? Questions, comments, concerns? All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Aye. Opposed?
Aye.
Abstentions? Okay, that also passes. So approval of refunds and bills for August and September of 2024. Is there a motion to accept that?
I
Approve.
make a motion to approve the refunds and bills for August and September 2024.
Is there a second?
Bennett, second.
Okay, any questions, comments, or concerns? Questions, comments, or concerns? Okay, all in favor?
Aye.
Okay, all opposed? Okay, and it passes. Unfinished business, Sue, we have any? Okay, report of the chairperson. We were able to attend the meeting in Atlanta, Georgia, or NCTR. And we had a very good response in terms of the trustees that were able to attend. And I'd like to thank everybody. I think we had a total of 5 or 6 people that attended.
Yeah.
Excellent conference, and we have a lot of interesting information to share with you all at a later date to be determined, possibly the next meeting. I guess the biggest thing on the agenda right now is the open enrollment that's coming up. And what we're gonna do is we're gonna meet with the retired employees of the city of St. Louis Public Schools on November the 11th at the Polish Center on Cass. And we're gonna meet, I'll be there, Ray Cummings, the president of the Teachers Union.
Second, Mr. Daniel.
Dr. Carrie Cunningham, president of the Principals Association. And we're gonna have Lowell Pearson there, Allie Winters there. Sue's gonna be out of town, and that is a legal holiday, so I don't know why they had it on that day, but we're gonna go forward. We're just gonna basically explain to them about the status of the pension negotiations with the school board, and hopefully get some kind of resolution in terms of being on the same page, so that if we do that, the legislature said that they would pass it. And so we'll share more of that with you all once we hammer out more information. As you well know, the chairpersons of that legislative committee are Doris Walker and Yvette Levy, and they're
I'll be at the meeting.
okay. And so they are the ones that chair that committee, and they're the ones off the board that can participate. Of course, you know, we can't have more than 3 members of the board in any kind of meetings unless we're all there. And so that's how we're doing that. So we've met with them. We've done some actuarial, not we've done, but we've had actuarial information provided, and we've shared that with the board and the unions. And so we're pretty much down to a next meeting that will be coming up soon, and we'll keep you all apprised of that meeting. And basically what we're going to do at this meeting with the retired employees of the St. Louis Public School System, we're just going to share with them how we got where we are today. In 2017, as you all know, the St. Louis Public Schools lobbied to reduce the amount of compensations to our pension by 0.5%. And so that has kind of caused us to lose revenue. Not kind of, it has. And so what we're going to do at this juncture is we're going to hopefully hammer out a plan so that we can fix it, so that we can be at 70% as soon as possible and 80% thereafter. And hopefully our goal is to get as close to 100 as possible, but to get off of the watch list. And I think right now we're at, was it 6?
We're at 64.
64, I think
On the
0.8%
Market value.
market value, but the other value is 70.
Yeah, actuarial
The
value.
actuarial value is 70, but the market value is 64.8. So we want to get to 70, and that's part of what we're going to do when we meet with the board, try to hammer this out, and we will keep you all apprised, the board members, of how we're doing in terms of getting that done. We've had some meaningful discussions, and we look forward to our next meeting. And so that's basically where my report. And if you have any questions at this time, shoot. Other than that, I'll get back with you and let you know how we get these things moving in a positive direction. Okay. Next, report of the executive director, office update.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. I had just a few items for the meeting today. The first is there is an election that is ongoing right now. It's active teacher election. So tomorrow is the deadline for all the active members, trustees that are here. Tomorrow's the deadline to get your ballot postmarked. So those will be sent in, and then results will be tabulated next week. So I just wanted to mention that election is ongoing for an active teacher. I also wanted, just as a reminder, Chairman Cross mentioned attendance at the National Council on Teacher Retirement, that conference, which was a couple weeks ago in Atlanta. So just a reminder, I've gotten most of the reimbursements in, but if you've traveled at all this year, please feel free to get those in, your receipts and expenses in. I'd like to get those done by the end of the year if we can. I think I've got most of everybody, but if you haven't, just a reminder to get those in. We do also have that requirement that when you attend a conference, you should also submit just a short summary of what occurred at the conference. So again, just a reminder to get that in for you as well. I wanted to report back. We've talked a couple of times about securities lending and that program, which we had for some time with our prior custodian. We were choosing a new securities lending provider. So there's been some legal review and discussion of that. That is all complete now. And so the securities lending program is up and running as of mid-September. With the domestic assets, we do have to still get the international assets on board. That'll take a little bit longer because Mitsubishi has to deal directly with that sub-custodian. So just wanted to report back that we are good to go with that securities lending program. And I also wanted to mention that we had submitted a claim for unclaimed property through that state system. There were 9 claims out there that had the system on them. It said more than $50, but we have not received a response yet. It's been just about a month since we sent that package in, but I just wanted to let everybody know. We have some claims that are out there, so we will see hopefully if we get a response on that. So that is pending right now, but hopefully that will be a good outcome for us. I have no idea. There were 9 claims. They were pretty old because they were the address, the US Bank.
Mm-hmm.
It actually said First Star Bank. That was the address. So they were pretty old claims. There were 9 of them for more than $50 each. So we had to.
Sue, First Star was 1998.
Yeah.
Wow.
So that
First
was a while ago. So
I remember
hopefully
that.
we are gonna get that. Hopefully we'll get a response here at least soon. And then I think the last thing for now that I wanted to mention is we do have our new accounting specialist on board, Miata Reeves-Bourne. She had been here temporarily throughout the summer. And so now she is on board as our accounting specialist, doing real well. Just took some QuickBooks training, learning all kinds of things. So just excited to have her on board. So that is all that I have in my report for now.
Okay, thank you, Sue. Okay, report of the investment consultant.
You don't have anything?
We don't have a report?
Nope.
Okay, report of the actuary, same thing?
Yep.
Okay, now, reports of committees of the board, tab 3. Benefits, that would be trustee Emily Hubbard and Shanice Johnson. Of course, this is open enrollment season and you all, do you have a report, Emily?
Yes. At the August meeting, the insurance consultant provided an overview of the changes for the January 1 plan year. One of the items that wasn't known was the renewal for the SLPS sponsored medical insurance plans, which we did pass maybe in August. There are approximately 275 retirees and PSRS STL staff enrolled in the plans. The plans with UHC and SLPS will increase by 14.8% as of January 1st. The large increase was due to increased claims. And the open enrollment materials are posted on the system's website. The guide's being printed, and there will be webinars on November 7th and November 20th. That's all.
Okay, thank you so much, Emily.
You're welcome.
Can
Thanks,
I ask a
Susan.
question?
Yes,
Emily.
ma'am.
You said it's gonna be information for the retirees. Is that on the web or is that gonna be in person?
Let's see, it says enrollment webinars, so I think that would be online.
Okay, what about the retirees that does not have access to any of that?
The guide is being printed and should be mailed by the end of October.
All right, thanks.
You're welcome.
Hey, any other questions? Emily? Thank you so much.
You're welcome.
Okay, next we have trustee business. That'll be Sheila Goodwin and Angie Banks. Updated trustees travel expenses. Sheila, Angie's not with us. You have any? I'm sorry, thanks.
So this is just our normal, that we've
Right.
been looking at these expenses as we go. So these are what we have received through September. I got some last week. They're not included in this total.
Okay,
So,
all right.
so these are expenses again ongoing. I've got how much we've received for this period. Then that was about not quite $7,650.22. And then the total for the year so far is $31,524. That's for travel. So again, I've got a few that are outstanding, but get pretty caught up.
Okay, Christina?
So we would do
Oh, I'm sorry.
for these.
I'm sorry, we'll do a motion at this time. We have a motion to accept those expenditures.
I make
I
a
make a motion that we,
I'm sorry.
I make a motion that we accept this expenses submitted.
Okay, is there a second?
Second.
Any questions, or comments, or concerns?
I just have a comment. You said this is going to be updated from all the trustees who have traveled?
Yeah, we've been doing these each meeting, and then at the end of the year in December, I'll have the full list with everybody. So this is just for this since the last meeting.
Okay.
I just want to say, Sue, I submitted my report. Did you receive it?
Yes, this doesn't include what we just received last week. So
Okay.
it's just through the
All right.
end.
Yes.
Yes. Sue, I still owe you one too.
Yes, you do.
Okay, and I owe as well, so I'll get that in,
Yeah.
Sue. Okay,
A roll call.
yeah, we're gonna do the roll call. There was a motion and was it seconded? Did I get a second? Okay, roll call.
Yes.
Christine. All right, Lewis. Cross.
Yes.
Sheila Goodwin,
Yes.
Emily Hubbard,
Yes.
Martell Mann,
Yes.
Bobby Richardson,
Yes.
Albert Sanders,
yes.
Doris Walker.
Yes.
Sue, I'm a yes too.
Okay. And we do have 8, motion carries.
Okay. We're ready to move on to the investments with Christina Bennett and Albert Sanders.
Yep, I asked that my co-chair lead this discussion since I'm currently in traffic.
Okay,
I think in our last meeting, we talked about adding adding a Mellon large cap value index as a second large cap value investment. And I think we have a motion that we want to talk that we want to go through. I think you're on the screen, you can see the motion on there. If Sue can raise it up a little bit. And if you have any questions on that motion, not the we haven't made the motion yet, but if you have any questions on the Mellon large cap value index as a investment, please let me bring them up now.
Sue,
And I think it was
did we
done
have to
to
amend? Did we have to amend
Go
this
ahead.
motion to basically say that we were reducing from one manager and adding to Mellon?
We have a second motion for that one.
Ah, okay, thank you. Go ahead, please proceed, Albert. Sorry.
Oh no, you're fine. I was going to ask that same question.
Great minds.
We combined them in the meeting, but we didn't actually, the investment committee didn't actually say they wanted to add. So this is just separating them out, basically. So this will
Okay.
be adding the investment and then the next
So we're
one,
going
asset allocation.
so we're going to add a second large
Okay.
cap, and then we got to figure out where we're getting the money from, and then that's what the second motion is going to be.
That's right.
But if anybody takes a look, any questions on that or any thing, Chairman, that you want to say about why we're at why we know it's important to add that, or Sue?
well, what we did was we took some money from one of the,
That's our next.
yeah, that's
motion.
the
Yeah.
next motion. So I'll wait till the next motion and we can discuss that, Dr. Sanders.
Yeah.
Okay. So if you don't mind, can we get can we go ahead and so we can discuss this more? Can we get a motion? Somebody read number 1? It's a motion to add a second large cap value investment.
I'd like to make a motion to add Mellon US Large Cap Value Index as a second large cap value investment as recommended by the investment consultant and the investment committee at the October the 10th meeting.
Second.
Any, it's been moved and properly second. Any questions or concerns? Any discussion? Sue, can we get a roll call vote?
Christina Bennett,
Yes.
Louis Cross,
Yes,
Sheila Goodwin,
Yes.
Emily Hubbard,
Yes.
Martell Mann,
Abstain.
Bobby Richardson,
Yes.
Albert Sanders,
Yes.
Doris Walker.
No.
So we do have 6, the motion carries.
Okay.
All right, and then the second motion is then, as Dr. Sanders mentioned, we do have to be able to fund the investment, and we do currently have Edgar Lomax is the only large cap value investment. And the recommendation was made to pull money from Edgar Lomax to this large cap value index. Again, index is going to match what's going on in the market. Whereas Edgar Lomax is an active manager, we're going to see peaks and valleys there. But with the value index, then that will hopefully try to even out what we're seeing as the returns in this particular space. So that was the recommendation by Mariner, the investment consultant, and recommended by the investment committee at the meeting on October 10th.
Can I get somebody to make a motion to approve the reallocation of 30 million from Edgar to Mellon? Can somebody make that motion?
I will make it. Hold on a second. Let me get to a legal parking spot. So I can make it. After a great discussion at our investment meeting, the recommendation was to approve the reallocation of 30 million from the Edgar Lomax Large Cap Value Investment to Mellon US Large Cap Value Index as recommended by the investment consultant and the investment committee at the October 10th meeting.
I'll second that. Oh, maybe I wasn't supposed to second. We have a motion moved and properly second. Any questions or concerns? Or discussions?
Why are we reallocating from Edgar Lomax?
Sheila, the reason is because they have been on the watch list.
Okay,
And we don't have any, we only, in this asset class, we only have one manager. So
Okay.
all our returns in this one space are dependent on that one manager. So by
Okay.
splitting the money into
Gotcha.
two, we have the ability to balance that,
Mhm.
that return for this asset class.
Thanks, Christina.
welcome.
Understood.
Thanks for the question,
Okay,
Sheila.
we ready to vote?
Any other questions or discussion? All right, can we get a roll call vote, Sue?
Christina Bennett,
Yes,
Lois Cross.
Yes.
Sheila Goodwin,
Yes.
Emily Hubbard,
Yes.
Martell Mann,
Abstain.
Bobby Richardson,
Yes.
Albert Sanders,
Yes.
and Doris Walker.
No.
Okay, we do have 6. The motion carries.
Okay.
We
Okay,
have one more
one more,
motion
Mhm.
from the investment committee meeting.
And I think this motion came from our investment consultant, Mariner, just to perform the asset liability. It doesn't cost us anything else. It doesn't cost us anything else, for that. So they just want to do it because we haven't had one in, I forget how many years, but we haven't had one in a while. So that's what this motion is about. So can I get somebody to read the, motion for me?
To request Mariner perform an asset liability study as recommended by the investment consultant and the investment committee at the October 10th meeting.
Second.
Any, it's been moved and properly second. We have any, questions or concerns or any discussion? All right, with no questions or discussion, Sue, can you give us a roll call vote, please?
Christina Bennett,
yes,
Lois Cross,
yes.
Sheila Goodwin,
Yes.
Emily Hubbard,
Yes.
Martell Mann,
Yes.
Bobby Richardson,
Yes.
Albert Sanders,
Yes.
Doris Walker.
Yes.
So we do have 8. The motion carries.
Okay, we're done with the investment committee report. Legislative rules and regulations, that'll be Yvette Levy and Doris Walker.
We have no report.
Okay, thank you, Doris.
Mm-hmm.
I just want to commend you, Doris, and your committee on what you've done so far in terms of getting with the school board and negotiating along with Executive Director Sue Kane. I'm really happy with what's going on, and it looks like we're going to have a positive end to this. It looks like things are looking very positive for everything as far as getting our pension back in the shape we want it to be in. Just wanted to commend you on that.
Thank you.
Personnel and professional contracts, Bobby Richardson and Martell Mann. Y'all have a report?
Well, I like to say on the August the 12th, we had a discussion because we were doing a search for the pension administrator system. And I know there was 3 finalists. And I know the next step is to process the finalists. And I want to ask Sue, where are we now with that?
So we do have Chris here tonight, and I think we'll can continue discussion that we started after our presentations. But because it's a discussion of potential contract, we would want to do that in closed session.
Okay. Well, that's all I had to refresh her on. So that's all I had to say at this time.
Okay, so we can move on to new business?
Yep.
New business? No report?
Okay.
Report of the attorney. And do we have that with Scally? Anything?
There's Dave.
Sue, what do you want me to cover? I mean, I thought we were gonna cover most things in closed session.
Yeah, so we would just need to do that
How you doing, Dave?
motion.
Good. How are you, Chairman Cross?
Fine, fine. Good to see you. You look younger every time I see you. I don't know what you're doing, but keep it up, whatever you're doing.
It's a filter. It's a filter.
All right.
I make a motion to close the meeting and that all records and votes to the extent permitted by the law pertaining to and resulting from this closed meeting will be closed under revised statutes Missouri 610-021 and 12 for the purpose of having a confidential or privileged communication with legal counsel of PSR SSTL on legal or contract matters.
Richardson second.
Okay, we're gonna do a roll call vote. Go into closed session.
Christina Bennett,
Yes.
Louis Cross.
Yes.
Sheila Goodwin,
Yes.
Emily Hubbard,
Yes.
Martell Mann.
Yeah.
Bobby Richardson,
Yes.
Albert Sanders,
Yes.
and Doris Walker.
Yes.
All right, so we do have 8. Motion carries. Let me do just a few things here. We are live again.
Okay, is there a motion to adjourn?
Sheila Goodwin makes a motion that we adjourn the meeting for this evening.
Richardson
Give
second.
you a second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
All opposed? Okay, the ayes have it. Good night, and thank you all so much.
Good
See
night,
y'all.
everybody.
All right, go vote.
All right.
Hey, Sue and somebody just stay online. I have a question. I was with some former members of our system that the money is still in the system,
Sure.
and
Okay.
they asked me. Oh, you can stop recording. I'm sorry.
Yeah, let me do that and